I want you to see Psycho the way I originally made it, with every scene intact, the version TV did not dare show. The murderer, you see, crept in here very slowly. Of course, the shower was on, there was no sound, and
see it uncut, intact. No one will be admitted to see it except from the very beginning. Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho. Rated M. Suggested for mature audiences. Parental discretion advised.
Good evening, goblins and ghouls, and welcome to the Thursday Night Scream Stream Minisode. I'm your host, Spakenstein, flying solo tonight, as you can see, and my camera's all wonky here. There we go. Flying solo tonight, as you can see, because our very good friend, Mr. Evan Sink, is out celebrating his wife's birthday. So, happy birthday to Sierra, aka S Sync. She before we started, having our crew that's here now coming in, she's one of the few people watching live. So I always want to give a big shout out to her. Hope she's having a good birthday. Hope Evan is doing it upright. I expect nothing less. But here we are on this good October Thursday. I mean, hey, October, Thursday in October just makes Thursday even better because it makes Fridays even better just because it's October. And I mean, it's just, perfect excuse to do what we already do multiple times a week, which is just watch some good old classic media and unwind and relax from a stressful week. Maybe you've had a stressful week. Well, we're going to take it easy tonight. Thank you, Alana, and of course all of our good friends in the chat. The big three: Alana, Kathy, Sears. Very good to see y'all tonight. Yeah, I got this. What is it? I got this the Ross Dress for Less. I think there was a discount. Either that or a TJ Maxx. I'm not quite sure, but either way, pretty dope shirt. Love Creepshow. By the way, if you've never seen Creepshow, I mean, you're missing out. That was one of those movies that for a while I heard about it and just assumed there's no way. When I was little, and assumed there's no way this movie can be good. It's got to be like, it's probably gonna be like full of like, sex and gore, and it's just gonna be, I had no clue. When I saw directed by George Romero, that set me straight. And obviously the Stephen King bonus isn't bad either. So I love this movie. Again, also, huge George Romero fan. I mean, Night of the Living Dead, that's obviously a movie that we watched not too long ago here on the show. And probably one of my all-time favorites. If I had to start choosing, probably narrowing down what are my favorites, really would put Night of the Living Dead in the top 3. It's really good. I mean, George Romero. I mean, you know me, love regional filmmakers, love all that good stuff. So, yeah, I mean, hey, you gotta rein me in. This is what Evan's usually here for, to rein me in, because I'll just get carried away giving you all kinds of useless movie knowledge, horror movie knowledge. But in a way, that's kind of what Thursdays have been about here on the Scream Stream over the past few weeks. Because if you've been following along, like Alana, Kathy, and Sears, you know that Thursdays are trivia night. And it's not just any trivia. It's trivia of terror, which we've been having a whole bunch of fun with. It's been ridiculous. It's been silly. It's been fun. Again, we've been watching Mystery of the Riverboat and getting different questions on actors involved with the serial. And again, public domain horror related questions. Keep it in the wheelhouse. So it's been fun, and we've got the leaderboard going. I know I believe Kathy, Alana, Sears, you're all in contention for the coveted winner. And I mean, again, if you get the most points in the night, it's bragging rights, but your points accumulate and there can be only one winner. So we're enjoying that. And I noticed not everybody's in here yet. So you guys are in an advantage, okay? So don't let it slip. And we've been enjoying that, but obviously Evan is not here tonight. And so I thought, okay, well, I don't want Evan to have to catch up later. I'd rather we'd all watch it together, right? I'd rather that. So I decided, all right, well, I can dig something else out of the public domain vault that we can all enjoy and have some fun with, and maybe get something a little different. And so, of course, I dug out a little gem from a certain anthology show. Maybe you've heard of it. A little filmmaker, maybe you've heard of him. Alfred Hitchcock Presents. I mean, I don't have to tell y'all, but obviously, Alfred Hitchcock, one of the all-time great entertainers, directors, obviously, but this show, Alfred Hitchcock Presents, proved what an entertainer he is. There was. I mean, we're watching him. He is. You'll see. He's an entertainer. So this whole, obviously, if you haven't seen this show, he does little hosting, as you want to call them, bumpers, sketches, skits at the beginning and end of every episode. Pretty, kind of a host, but kind of just talking about general things. But he's a charming British man. What do you know? So people loved inviting him into their homes, and since it's Shocktober, we'll get to invite this master of the macabre into our homes tonight as we watch The Sorcerer's Apprentice, which 1961 episode, I believe, and I haven't seen this before. Haven't seen it. Apparently, it was pulled from broadcasts on the initial the broadcast of whatever season it was, because apparently the network objected to gruesome content with the ending. I don't really know. Sounds promising. So it should be fun. I'm excited. Again, anytime we can get something I haven't seen before, it's a little treat. And yeah, it should be fun. Of course, we will have our trivia questions to go along with tonight's episode of Alfred Hitchcock Presents, and mostly Hitchcock trivia, a little, but horror related as it's been. I'm on theme, and I think I've soft shoed long enough to give anybody else a chance to get in here before I give the first question. But I know. I already heard. I saw Kathy in the chat. She already summoned the trivia once. So I think maybe time for some trivia now, possibly. Trivia now. There it is. Yes. When do we want it serious? We want it right now. So yes. Again, we're watching The Sorcerer's Apprentice. This episode of Alfred Hitchcock Presents. So we're gonna have some Hitchcock questions, and again, I'm a little bit of a connoisseur on Hitchcock. A little bit. I took a course on Hitchcock. It's in the obtaining of my degree. So, I've got a well-rounded knowledge of the guy. Not, let's say comprehensive, but not granular. Let's put it that way. So, we'll get these few Hitchcock trivia facts every day. It's an excuse to talk. We don't get a lot of Hitchcock public domain stuff, and there's some stuff that kind of is debated. So, I won't. Sorry, I'm rambling. I won't keep you from the trivia. No, you'll be good, Kathy. It's just the same as they've always been. They're just as easy and/or hard as the other questions that we've got. So, since you've summoned trivia now, so I will start our bot, and I believe it's gonna. Oh, all right. Here we go. All right, question 1. Writer Robert Bloch also penned the source material for this Hitchcock film. Vertigo, The Birds, Family Plot, or Psycho? Writer Robert Bloch, who wrote this episode of Sorcerer's Apprentice that we are about to watch. Robert Bloch wrote one of these films. So you have 45 seconds. JK in the house. Welcome. Yes, you got probably about like 10, 15 more seconds. Which of these did Robert Bloch write? And the answer is D. And we got Kathy Sears, and JK is on the board with 8 points. Very nice. So that adds to our standing. So as you can see, we've got Kathy in first place with 55 points. Look at that. My goodness. Here's Kathy. You're starting to run away with it. Sally, Joe Cola, Jack Doobie, who are all not in yet tonight. And then we got Alana rounding out the top 5 with 30. And of course, our board goes all the way up to 10. So at the very end, we'll get our leaderboard. But that's our top 5 so far. So very, very good job. And yes, Robert Bloch, author of Psycho, which I'm sure they probably touch on that in that new Ed Gein, Ryan Murphy series on Netflix. I haven't watched that. I just have heard middling things about it. But again, that's kind of the history of Psycho. From, the movie, before that, the book, before that, you had Ed Gein. So, pretty wild. Apparently, the book is very different from the movie, more kind of like mirroring of Ed Gein's kind of, closer in the character's closer in age, kind of more schlubby. Like Ed Gein. Certainly not like Anthony Perkins. But it's pretty I need to read the book at some point. That's kind of a blind spot. I know it's not. I've heard it's a pulp, kind of a pulp novel. But I mean, Hitchcock was looking to make a cheap horror film, and little did he know. So this comes after Psycho, the year after Psycho. And obviously, Robert Bloch didn't write the screenplay for Psycho, just the novel. But obviously, he was a prolific horror science fiction writer, so he obviously, I'm sure this isn't the only episode of Alfred Hitchcock Presents that he wrote. I didn't get that fact for you tonight. I should have, but that's okay. We'll live. And Steve's in the house. Welcome, Steve. Yeah. I what is that? Sears, you said, did you get? I got. Huh. Okay. I think that's all right. I think it's playing like normal. I think we're good. Yeah, it could be, yeah. You know the interwebs. You know the gremlins. You know how often I deal with the gremlins. So, Thomas in the house. Welcome, Thomas. Glad you could make it. You did miss the first question. We have had our first trivia question of the night, but don't worry. We've still got 3 more for you. And we'll, again, don't... I think Kathy's still within grasp. She hasn't quite run away with it yet. So, hopefully, and Kathy, you were kind of doubting yourself, and look at that. You're on fire. So, we're going to see what happens. But, of course, we've got this episode of Alfred Hitchcock Presents, which... I mean, I haven't seen it. So, and I've tried not to spoil this is always something I knew we'd watch eventually. Of course, Evan not being able to be with us tonight, perfect excuse to kind of, like I did a few weeks ago with Tales of Frankenstein, just kind of dig something up and be like, hey, let's just enjoy this. And that was a lot of fun. And so, hey, anytime we get something with Alfred Hitchcock's stamp of approval on it, I'm on board. So, I think Kathy's a modest mod. That's very good. You had some good ones tonight, Alana. There was one you said earlier in the chat that cracked me up. What was it? You're busy something. I was like, oh my God, that's hilarious. Keep them coming. But yes, this is from 1961, starring Brandon DeWild, who most of you, if you've seen the movie Shane, he's the little kid in Shane, nominated for an Academy Award for that. Pretty crazy stuff. Those aren't trivia questions. I can spoil that. This is when he's a little older, and it also stars Diana Dors, who I don't know much about, but we will learn more about tonight because we'll have a trivia question on her. So a little hint for later. Just keep that in your back pocket. I think if everybody's ready, then without further ado, we'll go ahead and get into the exciting first half of The Sorcerer's Apprentice, this episode of Alfred Hitchcock Presents, right now. There's that iconic music.
Good evening. I'm looking to see what lies ahead. The old Romans used to tell the future by cutting animals open and examining their entrails. Due to some objections by anti-vivisectionists, we have to omit the butchering. But through the wonders of modern science, we are not denied a glimpse into the future. Besides, it's much more tidy this way. This is an X-ray of a goat, an animal which the ancients found to be full of strange portents. It looks like rain. I can see this will also give one insight about the past. For example, I now know what happened to those car keys I lost last summer. As to the immediate future, either this X-ray plate wasn't properly developed, or else we are in for a very dismal time of it for the next minute.
See, that's his brand is always very dry, very droll humor, and usually in his show, little digs at the advertisers, which, it's kind of like frowned upon at this time, I mean, advertisers didn't really like, getting picked on, but that's JK. Thank you. Yes, Funeral March of the Married. All right, I'm already liking this figure this guy's cutting. Low rent Vincent Price. Bee's Nest in the house. Welcome, Bees. Hope you are doing well tonight. Hope you've been resting up and recovering okay.
Hey, wake up. This is no place to sleep. Come on, wake up. You'll freeze to death. Hey, Mills, come out here.
JK, I have not seen that one.
Oh, Juicy. What's the matter?
Some kid passed out.
Another drunk?
No, I think he's sick. Take a look.
He's sick, all right.
Give me a lift. We'll get him into my trailer.
Just picking this kid up off the street. Could be anybody.
Right over there on the bed, Mills. I can manage now.
Right.
Hi, Milt.
Hi.
Who's that?
I found him lying outside, passed out. He looks half-starved to me. Maybe you'd better heat him up some milk.
If you think I'm going to stop playing nursemaid to some crummy tramp, you've got another guest coming.
Oh, be reasonable, Irene. It looks like the poor kid hasn't had a square meal in days.
So, call the wagon. There's charity hospitals, aren't there? I'm not going to spend all my time in between shows cooped up with him.
You can't just throw him out. Maybe he's in trouble. There's no identification on him, nothing.
Get rid of him. Get him out of here.
Well, he gives me the creeps. Vic, I think he's waking up.
What happened? Where am I?
Feeling better, kid?
Yes. How did I get here? Am I dead?
What made you think that?
Because of you? You look like an angel.
You hear that, Vic?
James in the house. Welcome, James. A vampire.
You look like the devil.
Not me, chum. Victor Sedini's the name. I'm a magician. This is my wife, Irene. She helps me in my act.
Act? What act?
Well, don't worry about that now, kid.
My name is Hugo.
Hugo what?
Just Hugo. That's all they ever called me at the home.
What kind of home is that, Hugo?
Oh, it's a big place. I shouldn't have told you. You see, I ran away.
What I tell you, Vic? Trouble.
Let him talk. What are you doing here in Toledo, Hugo?
Oh, well, there was this man I met. And he lets me sell newspapers for him on the street. And at night, I sleep under the bridge.
In this weather?
Oh, I haven't any money. The man took it. His name is Fred. I think he's a bad man.
How come you got sick?
Oh, I'm not sick.
Not much you aren't.
It's just that I'm so hungry. I haven't eaten in 2 days.
2 days.
2
Tell
days.
Milk to give you some hamburgers and see if he has some hot soup to take out.
Okay.
Yeah, Alana, that is what he looks like.
You're going to be all right, Hugo. Just rest and get your strength back. What's the matter? You're not afraid of me, are you?
You're a magician. I've heard all about them. They can put spells on you.
I see. Now, well, somebody's going to have to put you straight about a few things, Hugo. I'll tell you what. Just as soon as you're feeling better, I'll let you watch the show.
Is Miss Irene in the show?
Of course.
Well, then I want to watch it. I like to watch her. She's pretty.
Good.
Huh. Uh-oh. Should have seen that coming. Of course, the beautiful woman at the circus isn't just, you know, sticking with the one schlubby, you know, like, carnival man. She's got to have, you know, her side piece. If the movie Freaks taught me anything.
Oh, yes, much better, thanks. I wanted to see the show. Oh, I'm not doing anything wrong, am I?
Of course not. George, this is Hugo. Hugo, this is George Morris. He's a high wire artist.
Oh, very happy to meet you. I like artists very much.
This is the one I was telling you about. You know, Vic picked him up.
Simple Simon. Oh, no, my name isn't Simon. It's Hugo.
Right. Well, I've got to go find Vic. We're on in 5 minutes. I'll see you later.
Don't forget what I told you.
I won't.
An angel. She looks just like an angel.
What do you know about angels, Hugo?
Oh, they told me about them at the home. About the devil, too. What does an angel like her have to do with the devil?
Yeah, sometimes I wonder, too. Now, come on. Let's go watch the great Sadini.
We're going to see the magic now. Yes, Hugo, we're going to see the magic.
Oh, jeez. This is honestly kind of a crazy story.
I'll conclude this little demonstration of mystery and magic with a celebrated illusion of sawing a woman in half. I always save this little trick for the last, just in case it doesn't work. All right, if you're ready, please.
Is he really going to do it?
Just watch and see. Are you ready?
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Uh-oh. Hold on to your hats. Jeez, that's a huge saw. Oh, no.
Stop him. Stop him. He's hurting her. No, Hugo, it's only a trick. See? He's killed her. The devil's killed her. Calm down. It's all right. It's all right, I tell you.
How did he do that? William in the house. Welcome, William. Hope you're doing well tonight.
Look. She's smiling.
Come on, how come all magicians don't say ta-da after the trick? I mean, how do you know that it's done? We have to know the trick that it's okay. Well, that is gonna take us to our break. So that was the exciting first half of The Sorcerer's Apprentice, this installment of, well, our only installment of Alfred Hitchcock Presents. And so far, I would say that it's a very interesting story, and I don't want to like dig too much into it now. I kind of want to wait because I want to see where it goes. But it's just kind of, you know, I think that maybe, depending on how it shakes out, could you draw some parallels between this kind of narrative and the world we live in today? Maybe, I don't know. It's kind of, I don't know. It's just, as I'm watching this, it's kind of striking me how interesting this is in the context of the world today. I mean, I'm going to sit on that for a little bit. I'll let it marinate a little bit before I try to tackle that idea. We'll wait till the end of the episode. But it's interesting, and you know, all the actors are capable, and yes, Alana, in a second. Trivia very shortly. Yeah, I mean, it's I'd say it's doing a pretty solid job in terms of pacing, in terms of, you know, kind of setting the scene. When you think of the other anthology shows that we've watched on here, a lot of them are much older than this. You know, this is 1961. I mean, Tales of Tomorrow is like 1952. You know, it's suspense. It's like Lights Out. Those are all early 50s. We've had One Step Beyond, but even that, I mean, 2 years before tonight's episode. So even that was a little more primitive in some respects. I mean, again, Alfred Hitchcock gonna put his name on just anything. There's gonna be a mark of quality to it. And yeah, I'd say it bears that so far. And so, yeah, I mean, I think we could go ahead. I think it's been a second. I think we could go ahead and get some trivia now. That was the first question. So if everybody's ready, I'll give you all a second, because as soon as I hit that enter button, it's going to ask it, and it's going to go very fast. So, well, not you have 45 seconds to answer the question, but if everybody's ready, then we're going to go ahead and get our second question right now. All right, question 2. Which classic horror star appeared in a pair of Alfred Hitchcock's early UK films? Bela Lugosi, Boris Karloff, Peter Lorre, or Basil Rathbone? Which of these classic horror stars appeared in two early Alfred Hitchcock films? And of course, Alfred Hitchcock, I think, made his first film in the United States in 1939. So, but before that, I mean, he had been directing his own films in the UK for over a decade at that point. All right, and the answers are in. So Kathy's extended her lead a little bit, but look at that, Lana has jumped up in there to second place. Look at that, you love to see it. And Joe's not here tonight, but Joe is still holding on, and so is Jack. So I think some of y'all are catching up, because you've been spot on these. And yeah, Peter Lorre, and I think JK had it right. The Man Who Knew Too Much and The Secret Agent. Those are the two Alfred Hitchcock movies that Peter Lorre appeared in. And, of course, Peter Lorre started his career in Germany, and then I think he made a few films in the UK Then came over to the United States. I guess Mad Love. I could be wrong about that. I think that might have been his first, if not one of his first, American films. But I mean, I was kind of surprised to learn that, you know, Vincent Price was never in an Alfred Hitchcock film. I mean, I could see why Bela Lugosi wasn't in an Alfred Hitchcock film, but even Boris Karloff I could have seen sneaking in there. But, you know, Hitchcock just kind of, his casting was very, you know, like, it's very unique. I can't even put the words on it right now. But he just had an interesting way of casting actors, and I think that he kind of, I don't know. I think that somebody like a Boris Karloff or a Vincent Price might have kind of upstaged the proceedings a little bit, you know? I mean, again, Hitchcock, I think he was misquoted, but the misquote was something to the effect of actors were like cattle. I think maybe that has been misattributed to him. I'm not quite sure. Maybe he did say it. I just know that's one of those. I think I've heard different things on. But, you know, Hitchcock obviously got some actors to do great things. Although, I don't know if he... Remember if he directed an actor to an Oscar-winning performance. Yeah, no, he did. I think, the Rebecca. Yeah, I think there was some Oscars won there. He never won an Oscar, so it's kind of a crazy thing. But he, I mean, again, you know, he was really good at making popular entertainment. Hence why he went to television. And did it successfully. So, we're going to have two more, I guess one more Alfred Hitchcock question, one Diana Dors question when we come back. So it's hint. And we'll also get the exciting conclusion of The Sorcerer's Apprentice. So stick around. We will be right. Oh, I didn't even tell you what we're getting. We're going to obviously get a trailer for an Alfred Hitchcock movie. One of my personal favorites, The Trouble with Harry, which is, if you haven't seen it, and there's a chance, probably a good chance that a good number of you out there haven't seen it, because it's just kind of one of his that is lesser known. Dark comedy, hilarious, but takes place in the fall in Vermont. And so this time of year, particularly for me, I like to watch it in November. But, I mean, it's fall. It's, you know, we're starting to get into the thick of it. The leaves are really changing in my neck of the woods. I don't know about y'all. So, this trailer it actually kind of plays like a travel log about autumn in Vermont. So, if you want to enjoy a little just extra taste of fall, then you'll get that here with this trailer for The Trouble with Harry. So now, stick around. We will be right back.
Come with us to beautiful New England as our VistaVision camera fills the screen with the gorgeous panorama of its scenic splendors. For this is that perfect moment in time when the magic wand of autumn touches its rolling historic hills and transforms them into a veritable wonderland of dazzling color. Here we find the Indian summer that the Pilgrims gloried in. For now, even as in that long distant day, Mother Nature offers its bounty for the thankful eyes of those fortunate enough to share it. In the charming little villages, living with the heirlooms of their storied past, the azure waters of the tranquil lakes, a covered bridge spanning the lazy waters of a rippling stream, the golden boughs of a majestic maple shading the deep blue skies, And here in the peaceful woods, every little boy is the monarch of all he surveys. His trusty space gun, a deadly weapon to defend himself against the dangers of the unknown. A child at play, while all around him the countryside slumbers as quietly as this wayfaring stranger who has paused in this lovely glade for a restful nap in the sun. But wait a moment. Something's wrong here. This man isn't sleeping. He's dead.
The trouble with Harry is that he's dead, and one of these real nice people could have caused that trouble. Perhaps the sweet old sea captain, who actually wasn't a very good shot, or the New England spinster, who would go to any lengths to defend her honor, or the enchanting redhead, who had been Harry's unkissed bride, or the unconventional artist, who was mad about Harry's widow, or the bum who needed a new pair of shoes, or the nearsighted surgeon who liked to read poetry out loud. Yes, the unconventional Mr. Hitchcock has done it again, just as he did with Rear Window, playing a most unusual story against a new and different background. And the only trouble is, you won't stop laughing at The Trouble with Harry.
And we are back. So that was the trailer for The Trouble with Harry, my personal Hitchcock favorites. And beautiful cinematography, really good acting. Again, not like any major like leading, Hollywood stars. I mean, obviously Oscar winner Edmund Gwynn. John Forsythe wasn't, he had, we've seen some television that he was doing, I guess around that time, maybe a little before that. He's popped up in episodes of Tales of Tomorrow and Lights Out. And then that was Shirley MacLaine's film debut. And again, no Hitchcock blonde, it's her. And she's great. Like, Hitchcock is, like, fully kind of going against type and having fun with it, having a blast. And, again, that's the thing that you see on the TV show that we saw in his introduction. It's very, very, very comedy focused. Like, that's the focus. Like, he's just making jokes. They're very droll and dark and kind of, it's black humor. But, I mean, he's not, that's Hitchcock. He's playful. It's a very stark difference from, and I love Rod Serling, but a stark difference from and that's not, Rod Serling kind of joke around and get a little cheeky, and kind of have fun with it. But, like, literally Hitchcock is always, doing some kind of gag, some kind of bit. So, I love that. British comedy, cracks me up. It gets me. So, yeah, I mean, but obviously this episode is going to take a very dark turn from all indications. And so that's the other side of it, which I also like. That's the beauty of Hitchcock, is that he can be like that. And then, the actual, content, you're like, oh my God. So I think it'll be fun. But of course, we've still got two more trivia questions. We're going to go and get one right now, and then one after we complete the Sorcerer's Apprentice. So if everybody's ready, then maybe we'll get some trivia now. And more specifically, if everybody's ready, get your fingers ready. on your keyboards or your phone screen. You get your next trivia question right now. Oh no. Hold on. Trivia bot crashed. Hold on. Figure out what this is all about. Won't take me too long. This is normally where I'd have Evan here to soft shoe while I get these old questions out. That's all right. Won't take me any time at all. So let's see. Let's do that. Okay, file. Save. Okay, X that out. Okay. I'm just hitting a bunch of okay buttons. Like, seriously. Okay. All right. Let's see. Okay. Here, we're going to get your next question right now. All right. Here it is. All right. Diana Dors, who is our leading lady tonight, appeared in all of the following 70s British horror films, except Nothing But the Night, The Vault of Horror, Theater of Blood, or From Beyond the Grave. Diana Dors appeared in all of the following British horror films, except Nothing But the Night, The Vault of Horror, Theater of Blood, or From Beyond the Grave. So you got probably about 20 seconds. You get your answers in. Which of these was Diana Dors not in? She's in a lot. She's in a fair amount. And Thomas with our only correct answer. She was not in the Vault of Horror, but she was in Nothing But the Night, Theater of Blood, and From Beyond the Grave. So, Thomas, again, we at the end we'll get our leaderboard that has our top 10 scores. This just shows top 5 right now, so do not worry, Thomas. You are on the board if you weren't already, and it'll be interesting to see where the top 10 standings are now, because I think last week I don't even know if we had 10. So, these trivia questions, it's always kind of fun when I've got to come up with something that isn't the answer, when it's like one of these except blah blah blah, and I'm like, okay, I gotta really get creative here. But that was one where her filmography was just kind of set up, so it worked. And yeah, Theater of Blood it's pretty good. It's ridiculous, it's I mean, Vincent Price is having a good time. Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty wild movie if you haven't seen that one. And I mean, again, let's not let this month slip by, okay? Despite how busy some of you may be, and I'm right there with you, I have not had the time to watch as many horror movies as I normally would like, but rest assured, I'm going through my list of what I have to watch this time of year and playing what we can here on the stream, which I enjoy watching around this time of year. Later in the month, we'll have some of the perennial classics, Night of the Living Dead, some other things. So, but yeah, I mean, if we ever talk about a movie this month, you're like, oh, I haven't heard of that. I haven't seen that in a long time. I'm looking for something to watch. Just, do it now. It's magical time of year. It's the most magical time of year. So, speaking of magical, our magician just performed his Saw My Assistant / Wife in Half routine. And our young street urchin, Hugo, is pretty convinced that she's an angel and the magician's a devil and that it's real magic. So, pretty wild. That's it in a nutshell. So I think without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get into the exciting second half of Alfred Hitchcock Presents The Sorcerer's Apprentice right now.
Taking orders from him. Now he says he wants to put Hugo in the act to take care of the props.
Yeah, but the kid worships you.
Bugs me just to see him stare. I tell you, I've had it.
So?
Just use your
So why don't we
teeth,
blow
I
out of
guess.
here?
Jeez.
Head for the coast, just the two of us.
Talk sense, Georgie boy. I'm crazy about you, but that won't pay the rent. Anyway, Vic's a headliner. You're just another carny act. Girl has to think of the future.
Vic, what's that phone he got? Just a couple of trunks full of props. Anybody can do a magic act, honey. Even I could have had a stake for the gimmicks.
Yeah,
You know
Bees,
all
if you're
his
still
routines, we could build our own
tuning
act.
in, hope you're.
How's that for an angle?
What's the use? We haven't got a dime. And anyway, Vic would never let me go.
Jesus.
We belong together, kid.
Just
I
don't
can
put
see
the
it
lid
now,
back
the great
on it.
George and
This
company.
one's already off, but
There's got to be some way.
it's an accident waiting to happen.
George!
He's peeping.
It's a big idea.
Let me handle this. Go. I think it's time you and I had a little talk, huh?
Little talk.
Yes, Hugo, it's true. I love George. And we're going away together.
Oh, but Mr. Sedini, he's such a nice man, even if he does look that way.
How do you mean?
Well, when I first saw him, I thought he was the devil. But now,
You mean you thought he looked like the devil?
yes. You know, at the home, they wanted to send me away because I couldn't understand things. But I'm all right now.
Oh, yes, you're fine.
I know Sedini isn't the devil. He just does tricks.
And you believed him?
Yeah.
Oh, Hugo. I was the same way once. I trusted him. But now I'm his slave. I'll tell you a secret. Sedini is the devil.
Oh, no. George said it's all tricks.
It's the way he fools people. He makes them think they're
Man,
tricks.
she is not.
Hugo, when I go out there on that stage and float, it really happens. And when he saws me in half, it's because he really wants to. Oh, Hugo, I'm so afraid of him. Oh, please help me. Please.
No, please. Please, don't cry. Please.
Uh-oh. What is that, the wand?
What is it? This is it. This is what does the magic.
The wand?
He waves it and the magic happens. That's his power. Do you think you could steal it?
Steal it?
Then you'd have his power. Oh, Hugo. Hugo, nothing can help me as long as he's still alive.
As long as he's still alive. But
You've got to help me. You must. It wouldn't be wrong.
no.
Please. Hugo, please. No one will ever know. I'll tell you the way. Please.
Jeez. So messed up.
Right. I'll help you. Just tell me what to do.
Yes, Hugo. I'll tell you what to do.
Oh, no. Not good.
Where's Irene?
I haven't seen her.
That's funny.
Yes.
Ha ha ha
What's the
ha.
matter with you?
Oh no.
Nothing.
Well, what are you hanging around here for? Everybody's in bed. You're supposed to bunk with the roustabouts over in the prop tent.
The roustabouts.
I was waiting for you to get back.
What did you want me for?
I needed the keys. The keys to your trunk.
Is there something you wanted to get out of it?
No. There's something I wanted to...
Jeez. I guess 1961, you could start getting away with this on television, but I mean, they didn't air this, but I don't think that this is the part that they didn't air it for. Shit.
You. And I talk to you. Oh, not now, please, no. She told me what's up. She tried to get me drunk. I'm wise to her. I sneaked out. I gotta stop you before you do anything foolish. I know what I'm doing. No, you don't, you. I know you don't. She's gonna frame you. That's the bit. She's got it all figured. No, you're lying. You kill Sadini, she'll tell the cops deny everything. You see, you're supposed to be, well, you just staying with it, kid. I'm all right. You know I'm all right. Sure, pal. Sure. But you tell the cops that line about the devil, well, they'll have their own ideas. You could get locked up for murder. I had to come and warn you, big boy. What's the matter? I gotta get some air. I don't feel so good. Hugo, don't do it. Listen to me. Don't do it, Hugo. George! George!
Jeez, he's wasted.
That's you, George? Where did you sneak off to? Hmm?
See? I have it. I have it now.
Never mind that thing. Did you do it?
Yes.
Where is he?
In the trailer?
Have you seen George? Does he know?
Yes. But it won't matter.
Won't matter.
All that matters is the wand. The magic wand.
What are you talking about?
Well, you told me yourself. Whoever has the wand has the power.
Where's George?
What's Sadini?
No, Hugo, no.
He went to sleep. So I locked him in the trailer with Sadini.
But if the police find him in there with Sadini, they'll think that...
It doesn't matter what they think. All that matters is this. Now the two of us can go away together. We'll have a wonderful act. You'll see. I can do all the things Sadini did. All the magic.
No, Hugo, you don't understand.
I'll be greater than Sadini. I'll show you. Irene.
Oh, shit. Ooh.
Irene, I didn't mean to hurt you. I didn't mean to frighten you. Don't you believe me? Well, then I'll show you. I'll show you I can use the wand. When you wake up, you'll know it's true.
Oh, man. It's like Chekhov's buzzsaw, you know? Just knew. I mean, if they're gonna use it at the beginning, it's gonna come back.
I have the wand now. Don't be afraid. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting Hugo the Great.
Hugo the Great, you could have come up with something better than that. No. Oh, man.
Smile, Irene. Smile. Smile.
That's...
I don't know quite how to put this. However, I must tell you the truth. The saw worked excellently, but the wand didn't. Hugo was terribly upset, and Irene was beside herself. As for the police, they misunderstood the whole thing and arrested Hugo for murder. There's not much more to say, but I shall say it after the following commercial break.
That was very good.
The foregoing has made it obvious to me that we've had quite enough for one evening. We shall save the rest until next week, when I shall reappear. Until then, good night.
I wish. My goodness. They were all that good. Wow. Can you believe that this ended up in the public domain? They didn't air it. They didn't renew the copyright on it. It just, you know, for our benefit. But my goodness, it's good. I mean, I just thought the ending itself was good, but then Hitchcock's his whole outro just made it like even better, to be honest with you, because that was everything he said was absurd. Well, that was Alfred Hitchcock Presents The Sorcerer's Apprentice. And I gotta say, that surpassed my expectations. Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, and it's one of those, I was kind of vaguely familiar with why it was, there was a gruesome ending, something with a buzzsaw, but in all my imagining of it, I didn't think the buzzsaw was that big, and B, between Hugo saying "smile," Irene smile while he was doing it, and you hear the thing, it's like. Between that, which I already thought, oh my God, that makes him saying that just makes it even like wilder, creepier, crazier, whatever. But then Hitchcock coming in and saying the stuff that he did, like it was the perfect, like jokey, but like actual wrap up of the story, like, cause I mean, he told you like what happened, but like, I mean, it was very, very absurd terms. So, that was just kind of a little levity after that. It was some icing on the cake, I guess. So yeah, that surpassed my expectations. Yeah, it hit the horror spot for this time of year, especially when we're kind of like getting off of regularly scheduled programming. It's like, okay, well, I hope I can find something that's like fits in our like time slot, but that's also like legitimately like even spookier, scarier, creepier than normal. right? And so that for its story alone, but then the fact that it was essentially, kind of referred to as a lost episode of this show, that kind of just gives it a whole other, kind of like found footage, not found footage, but kind of found media quality, this thing that was kind of like missing and, or couldn't really, wasn't exhibited as originally planned for, circumstances that are a little more, just a little more unique than normal, kind of outside the ordinary. So yeah, I mean that hit the spot. That was great. And hey, guess what? It's if that didn't whet your appetite, we've got one more trivia question. So hold on to your hats because we got one more. And so let's go ahead and get that up with some trivia now. All right, here it is. Your next question. All right, this was the only classic horror star to appear in an episode of Alfred Hitchcock Presents. Christopher Lee, Vincent Price, Lon Chaney Jr., or Peter Cushing. This was the only classic horror star to appear in an episode of Alfred Hitchcock Presents. Christopher Lee, Vincent Price, Lon Chaney Jr., or Peter Cushing. You got 45 seconds. Which of these horror stars? Because it's crazy. There's just one. And none of the other guys that are not listed here. Just one. So let's see. And yes, we got Sears, Kathy, and Thomas all with correct answers. And so, Kathy, my goodness, running away with it. I thought, and hey, there's still plenty of time. We've still got more minisodes left this season. I'm not saying Alana is totally out of reach. Only 33 points. And that's only 3 questions. That's only one night of trivia. So plenty of time to break out here. And I mean, it's still close. I mean, Sally wasn't even here tonight. She held her place, but not too far where Alana's at. Oh, hold on. I'll get you the final leaderboard. There. All right, here we go. There it is. All right, final leaderboard. We have got, of course, Kathy, Alana, Sally, Sears at 36, right behind Sally. So Sears did a good job catching up tonight. Oh, and tied with Joe, who is not here. Was not here tonight. Jack was not here, and then JK got on the board tonight in 7th place. Thomas tied with JK. And then James is in here with 10. And Sears, you're in here with 10. So it's, wait, hold on now. Sears, I feel like you've gotten more right than that, right? You have to go, because he did this to Joe last week or couple weeks ago where it didn't give Joe his points. So I'm just gonna make sure, Sears, real quick, just to be sure. Let's see, I'm gonna check one more. Oh, I don't have it. It disappeared. Well, I'll go back and double check, and I can always go in manually and add the points. So, not to worry. Yeah. That's right, Sears. If Kathy wins, she's got bragging rights forever. So she's well on her way, but it's not totally out of reach. So definitely make sure. We'll be back on regularly scheduled programming next week with Mystery of the Riverboat, and we'll have 2 more episodes, and then that'll be it. Not 2. Well, what is it? It'll be because I think we're going to do something special the last Thursday of October, the 30th, the night before Halloween. It's a Thursday, and I thought about doing the very last chapter of Mystery of the Riverboat, but I was like, if we could just do something a little more on theme for Halloween. I mean, Mystery of the Riverboat, it's an action series. It's not necessarily horror themed. So I think I'm going to try to, these next 2 weeks, we'll do the last 5 chapters of Mystery of the Riverboat. So that 2 weeks from now, we may be knocking out 3 chapters. So should be all right. But yeah, I mean, congrats to all of our players. Great job tonight. Really, really, really appreciate everybody that tuned in and played along. Of course, Alana, Sears, Kathy, Thomas, JK, James, Bees. Good to see Bees in here tonight. William popped in here. James. If I missed anybody else, it was a blast tonight, as always. And we're looking forward to what the rest of this month has to offer. Again, tomorrow night, we're going to be getting into our, what is it, 7th, 8th film of the season. We're getting close to the end. Yeah, I guess it'll be the 8th. And of course, last week we had an incredible, amazingly well-made film in V from 1967. This Soviet era horror film that was amazing, and we really enjoyed V, had a lot of fun with it. But on this show we did the pendulum swing, so taking the ethos of Edgar Allan Poe, live life by the pendulum, right? That's what we're doing, and so we're swinging the other way from something really technically well made and innovative to schlock. And it's funny, and I'll talk more about this tomorrow, but I've kind of noticed that this season it's had a fair amount of schlock for not being a summer schlock. And I'm feeling a little guilty, like maybe I should be playing. But again, tomorrow night's film, Curse of the Headless Horseman, it just makes me think of this time of year, even if the movie itself is not taking place in Sleepy Hollow. That's my teaser for the movie. I won't spoil anything else. But it's apparently a bad film, so we should have a lot of fun with it. It should be great. And hey, there is a Headless Horseman. So, should be a good time. Of course, you can join us at 9 p.m. tomorrow, as always, for that. And, obviously, even though Evan's not here tomorrow night, he will be back, and he will be bringing you a delicious cocktail to pair with the evening's film, and a little segment which he calls, What Were You Drinking? And tomorrow night, again, another one of Evan's amazing creations, the mad scientist that is Evan. He's getting, a little inspiration, obviously, from the source material, and, mixing a little fall in. And so tomorrow night, we'll be enjoying the Hollow Head cocktail, which is going to be 1.5 ounces of bourbon, half an ounce of Kahlua, 1 ounce of Irish cream, and 1 ounce of pumpkin syrup, which Evan always throws in one ingredient that I'm like, where do you even find that? Pumpkin syrup. Probably something you found in the store. Just, I love it. It just makes it, that much more interesting. And usually the thing that always seems like a wild swing, it's like, It's just the perfect thing to tie it all together. So, and then don't forget this part. You're gonna rim the glass with pumpkin pie spice. So again, I don't know if they sell pumpkin pie spice individually. I assume they do, or Evan saw it in the store. Again, Evan's got a plan, but it sounds delicious. Again, this is as close as we'll get to a pumpkin spice latte, I'm gonna assume. So, we'll take it in, we'll enjoy it. It'll be good. So hopefully you'll be drinking and watching along with us tomorrow night. And of course, we'll have a Saturday night shocker up for you this Saturday. Little Masters of Horror triple feature. But four Masters of Horror. Because we got a Christopher Lee Peter Cushing combo with Horror Express. So it'll be Horror Express. Wait a minute. Yeah. Okay. I've already had to plan ahead the other ones, so I'm starting to mix them in my mind. Yeah. This one has Horror Express, The Ghoul with Boris Karloff, and not House on Hill. Again, I'm mixing them up. The Last Man on Earth with Vincent Price. So should be a lot of fun if you're looking for some spooky movies to get into on Saturday night. If you haven't seen those in a long time, hopefully you'll tune in with everybody here and enjoy that. And I'll go ahead and tell you. So we're gearing up for Halloween. Halloween does fall on a Friday. Now, I'll go ahead and tell you, we will not be streaming live on Friday. Obviously it's busy. It can be a busy night. So, we can't be stopping to answer the door every. So, but don't worry, we're gonna have some brand new content for you. We're gonna be augmenting our usual Scream Stream mixtape with some original material, which we'll go ahead and call the Scream Stream Halloween Bonanza. So Bonanza, do you get it? Yeah. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. We're really looking forward to that. Some might see some classic characters that haven't visited us in a while. So we're looking forward to spending, Halloween in the Chamber of Horrors. That's what it's going to be. We're going to be show you how we do it up and just, really just having a ball. So there'll be some monsters and some ghouls, and it'll just be a frightfully good evening. So hopefully you can join us for that. And one thing I've decided to do, again, we're not live, but I've got to edit this. So what I'd like to do is ask y'all, the audience, if any of you would like to, just tape a short little Happy Halloween message to go in our Halloween Bonanza. You can, take a video and email it to us or a link to it to our email, screamstreamshow@gmail.com. And yeah, you can make a little cameo appearance in our Halloween special. So, again, just say hey to everybody out there and, a happy Halloween. And you don't have to get too crazy. And if you do, full disclosure, I may have to edit it. I don't know. It's, it's gotta, gonna be doing all kinds of editing. So we'll see what the pacing ends up being. But if anybody's interested, we'd love to hear from you. So please, we got plenty of time. We've still got 11-ish days. So, wait, 21. What am I saying? 21 days, plenty of time. So think about it. If you're on the fence, just think about it. This would be a great way to wish your Scream Stream family a happy holidays, and everybody, us and all of you out there. So think about it. And we're looking forward to, and hey, you want to put on a costume, you want to get crazy, you just want to do a quick little thing with your phone, whatever. It's however you want to do it. It's up to you. But it's gonna be great. So really, really, really looking forward to everything that the rest of this month has to offer. It's just the best time of the year. So we really appreciate everybody that tuned in tonight and played along with Trivia of Terror. And hopefully you will be around tomorrow for Curse of the Headless Horseman. So until tomorrow, sweet screams, everybody. And to all a good fright.